Hi there, welcome or welcome back to If So Planted Again. My name is Courtney, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 of my plants that, in my experience, are super slow growing. Now, this is just going to be plants that I actually currently have, and I'll show you the state of them and kind of like why I think they grow slow, or like what their issues are, or whatever the case may be. So let's dive right in. The first plant is my rubber tree. Now this plant is actually a really funny story. So my mom actually picked out this plant when I first moved to Texas almost 3 years ago, and it had 2 leaves. It was like a little rehab plant in the back of a greenhouse nursery place, and it had 2 leaves, and we kind of just treated it like a regular plant, and nothing happened for probably a year. And then out of nowhere, last spring, summer, it popped up. So it's only lost 1 leaf in total, but it popped up a bunch of leaves within like a few months, and it grew to this tall. It was like down here, and then it grew this tall, and literally, I don't think it's grown a new leaf since the beginning of this year. It's literally November. And I honestly think it goes dormant, but I don't know what the time frame of the dormancy is. And sometimes I honestly forget about this plant because it sits on a table in my living room that's kind of like out of my line of sight. I just don't pay attention to it. So I feel like I don't water it as much as it needs watering. So that may be a part of it. And honestly, it just like, once it grew this tall, I was kind of like, oh, awesome. And I kind of just leave it alone. Don't really think about it too much. But yeah, this is a slow grower in my experience, in my opinion. But yeah, I need to keep up with it a little bit better, and I think it can grow taller. I also want to try new fertilization methods. So I think I'm going to do that through the winter, because I think you can still fertilize through the winter. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? I mean, the plant could just die, but you know, that's it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try new fertilizer and see what happens with this plant. Next up, we have the Philodendron Rio. Now, I got this plant back in the summer. I wanna say it was in my plant haul, like one of my first ones. And I got a cutting of this, and it has roots now, but it's just like it has roots, and that's it. Like, it hasn't given me a new leaf. I kind of see a little nub down there, but honestly, it's just chilling in moss. Hasn't given me a new leaf since I got it. I've probably had it at least for 3 months, and it's kind of just been like this. Just been like this, no new leaves. And I feel like, in my experience, philodendrons have grown really fast. Like pretty much every philodendron I have grows fast, but this one just isn't growing fast enough for me. I honestly might switch it to soil to see if that'll help, because the roots are extremely long. I don't know if you can see, but the roots are really, really long. So I may transfer this to soil, and maybe that will help it grow new foliage, because it has roots, so I'm happy about that, but it has not given me any leaves. Next up, we have Monstera Dubia. So I actually posted about this on TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, go follow me here at If So Planted Again. The link will be in the description box. But I posted about getting this plant, and somebody was like, don't get it. It literally grows so slow. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it, you know, because it's one that I wanted. And honestly, I can pull this out. Can I pull this out? There's literally, oh wait, does it have a root? Does it actually have roots? Oh my gosh, it actually has roots. Y'all, I have not picked this up off of this thing of moss in so long since I bought it. It was probably like 2 months ago, because there was nothing happening. Like, I was like, nothing is happening. Oh my gosh, but it looks like we have roots, which makes me happy. Oh, there is a little leaf. There's a little leaf coming. Oh, there's something coming. Ooh, okay. So there is some growth. It's still been really slow for a Monstera in my experience. So it does have some growth. I am happy about that, but this is slow. Like, this is very slow in my opinion. So now that it's growing, and I kind of want to give it that shingling look. So I kind of have this idea of how I want it to shingle, but I don't want to use wood. Because it's still a cutting. I want to keep it with moss. So I have an idea of something, and maybe I'll make a video if I figure out the logistics of what I want it to look like for this plant, and maybe I'll try it on a couple of plants. But this one, regardless, this one is a slow grower to me. Next, we have the Alocasia Silver Dragon. So I got a bulb of this maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and this is where it's at. That's it. My alocasia bulbs, alocasias in general for me grow at a pretty good rate, but this one is just sprouting up, and I don't know what the deal is with this one. It's in its own little, it's vibing on its own, it's chilling. I don't know. This one was from a bulb, which I've grown alocasias from bulbs, and I've just never had one that has been this slow. So I can't even tell you why this one is slow, because all the other ones are not slow at all. I treat it like a regular plant, water it once a week. But something I may do to help is to give it its own little greenhouse. So I think I made a video about this a while ago, but I put, sometimes I'll isolate plants in their own little baggie, and that helps create a little greenhouse effect. So I may do that with this plant, and maybe that will increase the growth for it, because this one is slow for me. This is slow, look at that. I've had this for a while, y'all, at least 2 months, at least, if not more. And this is all I've gotten. That's it. Last but not least is the Silver Hero, Scindapsus Silver Hero. I paid 35 bucks for this, which is a lot for me. But it was a plant that I saw and I was like, oh my God, when this grows, it's gonna be so gorgeous. I've probably had this at least for 2 months, if not longer, and this is it. This is it. It has roots. It has some good roots, but this is it. And honestly, I have so many plants growing in moss, so I got it like this, so I haven't changed it at all. And I have so many plants that are growing in little cups in moss, and they've grown exceptionally well, but I don't know what the deal is with this one. Honestly, it's just been one leaf and it has roots, but it's just not doing anything. So I'm thinking I need to take it out of this container, actually put it in a proper container with soil, and hopefully that'll give me some growth, because it literally hasn't done shit. It hasn't done anything, and I've had this for a while. Look at this. It's so small. Can you even see? It's so small. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, this is really slow. This is really slow. All my Scindapsus grow pretty fast, but this one, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, y'all. So those are the plants in my collection that I feel like just grow so slow. I love fast growth. And I'm not expecting like a new leaf every week, but dang, they haven't grown. They haven't grown as fast as I expected them to grow, or in ways that I thought that they would grow. But plants are gonna do what plants are gonna do at the end of the day, and you know, we're just here for the ride. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, and I want you to comment below the plant in your collection that grows really slow for you. And if it's the same as mine, tell me if yours grows slow. If it doesn't, what are you doing that makes your plants grow better? I want to thank you again so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.